let's get into this next topic, and I think this is going to be a very interesting topic. Kareem Hunt has got a visit to the New Orleans Saints today, due with the Alvin Kamara set for a 3-game suspension. We all knew that he was going to get suspended some way, somehow. But he is visiting the New Orleans Saints today, according to ESPN, Jeremy Fowler. The Saints are looking to bolster their backfield after Alvin Kamara received his 3-game suspension for violating the NFL personal conduct policy. And he pleaded no contest in July to a misdemeanor charge of breach of a piece stemming of from 2022 fight in Las Vegas nightclub. But in those matters, I think his name Eno Benjamin ruptured his Achilles in training camp, and which likely he will miss the whole 2023 season. So Hunt is one of the best ball carriers that's still available in the regular season, quickly approaching. For me, the Saints would make a late play for Dalvin Cook, but knowing Kamara, he will be back by week 4. That might not make sense. But if he does, Alvin Kamara come back in that week 4, do you keep Kareem Hunt? And I think you do, because
of course.
I think you do, because Benjamin was a very good back last year for the Saints.
Almost averaged 1,000 yards behind Nick Chubb. So Nick Chubb got well over 1,000 yards, and Kareem Hunt almost got 1,000 yards. And this is just a couple years ago, mind you. So, bro, I think Kareem Hunt has been underrated the last few seasons. He just needs that forever home. Like, where he gonna be at the next 3 years? That's what he needs. I mean, again, he's another running back. I would love to see the Ravens go after. Again, with Ezekiel Elliott, with Hunt, and a few other guys that are still out there. Like, I don't understand why we went after Gordon. I don't. I like, bro. Like, to me, if we're talking in tires, like, my man is damn near bald.
I don't know why. I don't understand why Baltimore would go after Melvin Gordon, but they probably see something in him that we don't see. I don't know at this point, but I do feel like Kareem Hunt should be here longer than 3 weeks. I understand that Eno Benjamin was a solid back for you last year when Alvin Kamara went down with a few injuries. But in the same token, I think you can't pass on a Kareem Hunt if you're the New Orleans Saints. If you want to help out a Derek Carr, and I know Raiders fans is probably in here saying, why am I mentioning Derek Carr? Derek Carr is the New Orleans Saints quarterback. If you want to have some type of stability at the running back game, that's going to help Carr a lot, especially with these receivers that he has. Now, Kareem Hunt is going to come in and be a starter week 1 for those first 3 weeks, and you might see 400 or 500 yards within those 3 weeks when it comes to Kareem Hunt, because you just know what type of talent that he is. So him going to get a visit, I really hope that he gets signed to the Saints. I know Mac is probably thinking, like, don't sign and come to Baltimore. That's probably what he's thinking.
No, Baltimore don't want him. If Baltimore wanted him, they would have signed him instead of Gordon.
So if they do decide to go and sign Kareem Hunt, how long do you think the Saints should sign him for? What would be the contract? Because it's been a lot of dispute with these running back contracts. So
be 2 or 3 years between 5 and 8 million.
5 and 8 million
a year.
All right, that's not bad. That's not bad, especially for the productivity that he brings to a football team.
Listen,
absolutely.
He's not taking less than $6 million. That would be fucking foolish. With the production that he gives, it doesn't matter if he was just coming there for the first 4 weeks. 4 weeks of production, that's well over fucking $6 million.
Well, I don't see no other backup that's better than him at this point. I don't see no other backup better than him at this point on that roster if you look at the New Orleans Saints. So, and I think 6 to 8 would be good for Kareem Hunt, especially him being a backup running back and still put up starter numbers as a number 2 back. So yeah, K-Hop 16, of course. I would say that. If I was the Saints, I'll keep him for 3 games for 1 year. Absolutely not. Y'all have to understand. We are in a league of running back by committee or a 1-2 punch in the NFL. Alvin Kamara is not going to be able to carry the ball every single time in the NFL. Not every single time. So you need that change of pace back. It has been times where Alvin Kamara, when he had Mark Ingram, when they both had more income, that worked. So you need that. So I think Kareem Hunt should be there longer than 3 games. I'm sorry.
Jamal
Oh,
Williams.
damn. You're absolutely right, K-Hop. Jamal Williams is there, and he led the league in rushing touchdowns last season, but he's still not better than Kareem Hunt yards-wise. Yards-wise, he's touchdowns, he might be better than Kareem because he led the league in rushing touchdowns, but
What team was he with?
overall talent, it was the Detroit Lions.
Oh, that's my point. He led the league in rushing touchdowns because he was with Detroit. What does Detroit do in the red zone? They run the fucking ball. They're not having Jared Goff fucking throw the ball on the 3, 4, 5 yard line.
True.
So this ain't taking nothing away from his talent. He's still a talented guy, but I'm just telling you the reason why he got them rushing title is because what the Detroit Lions do in the red zone? They run the ball. So
And I think they're gonna try to run the ball. I mean, it's nothing wrong with having Kareem Hunt, Jamal Williams, and Alvin Kamara. I think you have 3 different styles of backs. Why not keep all 3?
Well, so I'll say this: Kareem Hunt is definitely a do-it-everything back. He can
Yeah.
receive the ball out of the backfield. He can run a fucking route in the slot if he needed to. He can block decently, and I say decently, but and then he can run it, and he's almost like a receiving scat back. But
Yeah.
but the only difference is he can still truck, he can still drive, he moves his legs well, he cuts well. Like he does everything well. That's what makes him so dangerous.
It does make yeah, and we seen that when he was with the Kansas City Chiefs. We saw it when he was with the Cleveland Browns, and I think he's going to be a great acquisition to the New Orleans Saints. That's just me. So, Kareem Hunt, I hope you get that job, brother. Let's hope you get that job. But
I mean, hey, listen. There's still a couple good teams that could be out there looking. Like, I mean, even the Vikings. The Vikings that would be an intriguing situation because all the offensive power they got over there. I mean, yeah, they got some good young guys at running back, but I mean, I'm just saying, ain't nothing wrong with putting a veteran up in there.
So, yeah, Anthony Price, you got a point there too. Let's be real. Jamal Williams led the league in the NFL, rushing TDs, but running 3 or 5 yards ain't nothing. Look at Zeke. I mean, that would be smart too to have him go if he doesn't get to New Orleans, that would be smart for him to go to Miami. They don't have a running back for real, for real. I mean, they have Raheem Mostert, but Raheem Mostert, Kareem Hunt, big difference there.